Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Here's a new video on 6 things that I love about my 5 Series F10 BMW. Before I start with my 6 favorite things about this car, I just wanted to say that some of those are optional, may or may not be available on your car. Let me know in the comments if you think there's things I've missed or things that you love about your car. The first item on my list will have to be this engine. This is the entire reason I purchased the car. If you don't know a lot about these engines, this is a twin turbo V8 that produces around 480 horsepower and around 480 pound-feet of torque. Has lots of power crammed into, okay, this is a pretty big car, but still it's pretty crammed in here. If you take a look, there's not much space that's been left to put anything else in. Makes it a little bit difficult to work on the car, but definitely has lots of power. Not only is it a V8, it has twin turbos, which actually this panel comes off pretty easy, and you can see the babies in there. My second favorite thing about this car is how understated it looks. It looks just like any other BMW sedan that a lot of people drive, nothing special, yet it has that great engine that can propel this huge car from 0 to 60 in 4.2 seconds or so. I've had it under 4.5 seconds without, dumping the brake or the gas that much. With launch control, I had it around 4.3. Which makes it a very fast car for a big car that it is. Granted, I have modified this car a little bit to where it doesn't look as understated. As you can see, I've changed the grills and a few other items, such as adding the spoiler, which makes it look a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more sporty, but still it's a big 4-door car that can kick Porsches and Mustangs ass, no problem. What makes this car so fast is the great engine, as I discussed in my first point, as well as the ZF8 HP70 transmission. In sport mode, it can knock down up to 6 gears, I believe, from 8th to 2nd. If you punch it, so if you're going at a fairly decent speed, 40, 50, and then you hit the gas all the way down, it will drop all the way down as far as 2nd gear to give you as much low down torque and power as possible. I believe this only happens in sport or sport plus settings, but this is the same type of transmission that's on Aston Martin Vanquish, Rapide, and many other much more expensive cars. The next item I love about this car is just how luxurious it is. Everything's leather. This is leather. All the seats are leather. The steering wheel's leather. You have a heated steering wheel that's also adjustable. Other than the luxurious interior and heated seats as well as steering wheel, I love this one option on the car. It's a soft closing doors. So if you close it just a little bit, the car closes the door all the way and makes sure it's properly sealed. Next on my list are these seats. These seats are 18-way adjustable and offer an awesome support for your back, lumbar support, even a knee pillow. So you can adjust the knee pillow that comes out. You can also obviously move the seat forward and backwards, as well as up and down. Tilt the backrest. But not only that, you can move this top part separately. So if you want that part to be leaned back, but you still want to sit pretty straight, you can do that as well. So that's adjustable. Then you have the lumbar support. as well as the headrest. Missed that one. So you can move the headrest up and down on its own without having to move it. All of this is stored in memory, obviously. There's 2 memory buttons that you can save your driving position for. Some of these other ones adjust how hard or stiff the seat is. Love the seats. My next favorite thing about this car is just how practical it is. Prior to this, I had an E92 2-door 335 coupe. Love that car, just not enough space for anybody in the car, honestly, other than the driver. This car, you have plenty of room and great luxurious seats, as I mentioned earlier, for you and your front passenger, as well as more or less comfortable seats for the passengers in the back. 2 bigger people can easily and comfortably sit in the back. 3, more or less, if they're friendly enough. Not only that, this car also allows you to kick back the 40-60 split, so we can seatbelt. We can open this one up and then lay this one down. Oh, it goes all the way flat, and have tons and tons of space in the back. Just get this one out of the way. Lots of room in the back. I've actually moved some of the home stuff when I was renovating. You can easily put paint buckets or flooring, stuff like that in here. Obviously not recommended, and I've covered it with a tarp when I did that, but hey, if you need to do something quick, you can do that. How much room do you ask is actually in this trunk? Well, let me show you. I can easily fit in here, and probably another 2 people. Ta-da! Tons of room in this car. The last part I love about this car is actually the sound system. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to play for you more than 5 seconds of actual music, but I'll explain why. This car has about 18 speakers from what I've read. There's one in here, one here, and one here. That's going to be 4 per side. That's 8. There's also 2 underneath the seats, subwoofers. I believe those are 8 inches. That makes it 10. There's 2 mids in here, as well as tweeters up in here. I believe there's 2 or 3 tweeters in there. Another speaker on each side in the back. It creates a very good surround sound in the car. With the subwoofers under the seats, it gives you bass, gives you treble. Love the sound system on this car. This is playing at quarter volume. You can hear it clearly all the way from over there. If you agree with my list, please hit that like button and subscribe. I'll be coming out with more videos, more cars. I'll see you next time.